I got to drag this in here last night. Old school AJ was here, so I took advantage of that and had him help me get this thing in here. I mean, obviously, I used the skid loader, but I needed somebody to steer. So I'm going to strip this car for just about everything it's worth. Because, like I said, I don't even have paperwork to it. I'm going to rob the MSD off of it that's in it. The tack is coming out. I'm hoping the headliner is in good shape because my Camaro needs one. The doors I'm taking, the mirrors I'm taking. My car only has the one mirror, so I'm taking that. I'm taking the steering wheel. I'm going to pull the master cylinder off the brake pedal because, I don't know, I'm going to look up the part numbers and see if I can put that on the Chevelle, because if it fits on the Chevelle, I'm going to put it on the Chevelle. So the whole subframe, the whole front end's coming off, the trunk lid, the spoiler, the tail lights, and the subframe connectors. Other than that, and all like the plastic trim pieces. All the pieces in my Camaro are white and they're very brittle from just years of sitting in the sun. These are not, they're tan and somebody shellacked spray paint on them and it's peeling. I'm gonna just set them aside, put them upstairs, and either make molds of them to make fiberglass or carbon fiber ones, or I don't know what kind of mood I'm in, because I don't know if I have all that stuff from my Trans Am as well. So I kind of need, stretch all these parts as far as I can. So the plan is to rob this subframe out, and that way when I'm ready to work on the Camaro, I can rebuild this entire subframe, power wash it, paint it, the whole nine, and when it goes into the car, everything on it will be rebuilt, all new bushing, brakes, the whole nine. And it's just swapping bolts out and pulling 4 big bolts and putting the whole subframe in. So I'm gonna get to it. Alright, so after 3.5-ish hours, I stripped this whole car. So I'm keeping a lot of it just for the point of like mock-up purposes, so that way like I can make stuff. Like this bumper weighs I think a metric ton, but what I'll do is make new brackets and probably try to make an aluminum guts to be able to mount the like the bumper, the actual bumper nose cone too. That is if I decide not to do the front end swap on my car. Putting the older front end on it, I might just rock this one because why not? Subframe's disconnected. The roof's already cut off, but I can't undo it because I'm teeterishing right now. I'm keeping the nose cone. It's pretty rough, but it'll be good for mock-up if I do like an air dam or something or other like that. So that'll work quite nicely. So yeah. But that's wrapping that up. I'll put that up, and then I'm gonna have my buddy come over here. I'm gonna give him a call and see if he can come get this along with the other big pile of scrap metal I got out there. Send what's left of us, I'm not keeping, to the junkyard. And the gas tank's no good to me. I wanted to keep it, but through further inspection, I found there's a gnarly ding in it. I plucked some of it out, and it's a repair. Somebody put epoxy in it and stuff, so I'm just not going to use it. Mine, I actually plan to put fuel injection in it, so I'm probably going to modify, keep an eye out what I can put, kind of gas tank I can put in the car. It's a pretty standard tank on these, just flat and rectangular-ish. And I kept the brake booster. I'm hoping that'll fit on my Chevelle. I'm getting there. Finally getting all these projects after all these years. I'm going to be doing some junkyard running around tomorrow to get parts for the new truck I bought yesterday. So once I have enough of that to make an episode, you guys will get to see that. Because I like to jump around a bit. I don't like working on the same thing day in and day out. But I'm going to keep you posted like I did with this. So, figure out how I can get the skid loader in here to take this half of this car out of here without tearing up my concrete or my lift. I'm separating this hood scoop from this hood. This is the hood off the donor Camaro. It's one of the cars I got to use to rebuild the crap Camaro. This is actually done, whoever did it did a horrible, horrible job. I don't know when it was done, so who knows with the technology and if they even cared. But what I'm doing is basically just separating the rivets. It's not hard to find them. A lot of this Bondo is that cheap Bondo, bog, whatever you want to call it. So a lot of it flakes off. So what I do is I just locate the rivet, take my angle grinder with a flapper wheel, just there we go. Yeah, you can buy one of these hood scoops for like 200 bucks online. But if you already got one, a little bit of work to bring it back to life. It's not that big a deal. What I would do is probably dress up the flange and just glue it down, and then see, the original paint is actually still on here, so they tried to attach that right on top of the paint. Didn't seem to go very well. Matter of fact, not just the original paint, but the second coat on top of that. But like I said, we'll keep it. This can go to the scrapyard. Doesn't do me any good. It's got holes everywhere. Not just the big one here, but I figured I'd just show you what I was messing with today. I'm slowly taking what's left of this donor car and squirreling it away for whenever I do get down to getting to it. So it may actually look like that car, the cracked Camaro, might be getting moved pretty far ahead in the schedule, due to the fact that a drivetrain is coming. Something fell in my lap. It's a fantastic deal, and we'll see if it shows up in the next couple days or not, and I'll keep you posted.